Everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel Rather Be Reading, and today I'm bringing to you my April book haul. As I'm sure it has been for everyone, April has been a very different month for most people. Obviously, in most places in the world, we have been self-isolating, self-quarantining, social distancing, whatever way you want to put it. And so my hauls normally always start off with the library portion, all of the books that I picked up from the library in that month. I obviously don't have any books to show you from the library this month because my library is closed due to the pandemic. They extended all due dates at first until the 1st of May. We're obviously, at the time of filming this, we're in the beginning of May, and that was extended until July, the beginning of July. But we have actually just, on Monday, I'm filming this on Saturday, on the coming Monday, the 11th, we are entering stage 1 of ending restrictions. And in stage 1 is libraries. However, my library have said that they're not, because this was only announced on Friday, and then it was it's all happening on Monday. So it was all very quickly. And my library have said that they're not reopening on Monday, that they're not ready to reopen yet. So, but I think it shouldn't be too far away. So maybe I'll have library books in my May book haul. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But so I don't have any library books to show you. So let's jump into ebooks instead. So I purchased 3 ebooks, and apparently I had 1 Netgalley approval this month, which I have no recollection of having a Netgalley book this month, but apparently I do. So let's talk about the ebooks that I purchased first. So the first ebook that I purchased is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. So I actually had 3 Colleen Hoover books in my book haul last month because she'd put a bunch of her books on Amazon for free, to buy for Kindle, and this one came up in a daily deal, and I was like, well, I just purchased a whole bunch, why not add 1 more? I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what this one's about. I believe it's adult, because she does write in both adult and YA at different times. I believe this one's adult, and I believe this one's romance. I don't know anything about it apart from that. So I can't really tell you anything more than that. Like I said, it was on Kindle daily deal. I think it was for $1.49, so I snapped that one up. The next one that I purchased was also on Kindle daily deal for, I think it was again $1.49. And that is The First Girl Child by Amy Harmon. So this is one that I had heard, I've seen a few different people talk about it on BookTube and being kind of intrigued by it. And I have read an Amy Harmon book in the past and really wanted to read more from her, but I haven't really been able to because I think she writes a lot of self-published stuff. I don't know if everything is self-published, but I think a lot of her stuff is self-published, and my library doesn't carry any of her books, and a lot of her Kindle books are quite expensive, so I just haven't bought them. So when I saw this one on Kindle Daily Deal, I was really excited. I believe this is a standalone fantasy, but I think it's more fantasy romance, I think. And it's about, I think we're following a male character whose mother died when he was a child, and when she died, something happened and she ended up putting a curse on the land that they live in, that there would be no more female children born. It has now been more than 2 decades later, and there is now a girl child. It's the first girl child born in decades. And the main character, male character, I believe, is the protector of the girl child. And it's a romance. I'm not sure if it's a romance between the protector and the child, but I don't know if she's a child. Obviously she's the first child that was born, but she may be an adult or a teenager or whatever by the time this is written. I'm not 100% sure, or if it's a romance between him and someone else. I'm not really sure, but I've heard pretty positive things about it. Like I said, I've always wanted to check out more from Amy Harmon, so I snapped up the opportunity to pick this one up. And then the final one that I purchased is one of those impulse purchases where I just saw this, it was a daily deal again, but this one was free. And so I generally will only spend money, even if it's only $1 or $2 on books that I've heard of, that I'm interested in, that I've been interested in picking up, like the previous 2. And then anything else that's just random that I've not heard of, I'll only buy if it's free, which this one was. And so I read the plot and I was like, it sounds vaguely interesting. It's free. Why not? And the book is When He Vanished by T.J. Brereton. It's a thriller, and the synopsis is all just about saying there's this woman, and I think she's a nurse, and she's working late, and she gets home late one night, and her children are at home in their beds where they should be, but her husband is nowhere to be found. And it's just kind of all about that story. Like I said, it sounded like it might be decent. It was free. I grabbed. And then, so they're the 3 books that I purchased. And then, like I said, I do have one Netgalley arc that I was approved for this month, which I didn't write down the publish date. So I will try to put it on the screen. Just FYI, I am using a new editing software for the past like 2 weeks, and I haven't had to put text in yet. And I'm not sure how to do that. So hopefully I can figure out how to do that and I will have it on the screen. If not, I will make sure to put it, write it in the description box with the book. I always have the books linked down below, so I'll make sure to put it there. But hopefully I can figure out how to get the text on the screen. Anyway, the book is Search Party by Simon Lelek. This one is about I think it's a town where a girl has gone missing, and she's been missing for about a week, and everybody in the town, people are saying that she's been murdered, and they're all kind of, I think their eyes are all pointed at one person in particular. And we're following a group of 5 friends, like I think it's teenagers. I'm not sure if it's YA or if it's just about teenagers, but we're following 5 friends who all, I don't know if they're on their own or if they become involved in like a larger search party for this girl. I think they're on their own. I think it's just like the 5 of them all trying to figure out what's going on. But I think one of the friends is the one who all the townspeople are like looking at as thinking that this person is guilty of something. But they're 5 friends all searching for this girl, but all of the friends have secrets or something. I don't know, vaguely along those lines. It sounded fun. And so I obviously requested that. I don't really have a memory of doing that, but apparently I did, and I was approved for it this month. I was going to try guess at the publish date, but I really don't know. Like I said, it'll either be on the screen or down below. So that's it. Those are the ebooks that I got this month. So to move on to physical books that I acquired, I also don't have very much to show you guys. So you guys know that typically I place a monthly, well, not monthly anymore. It used to be monthly. This year I've moved to 6 weekly. I normally place a 6 weekly order online for like 2 or 3 books. And I actually, I would have placed an order and it would have, but I don't think it would have come this month anyway. So I probably wouldn't have had much to show you anyway. But I didn't place an order because I think due to everything that's going on in the world at the moment, books online are incredibly expensive at the moment. And I just haven't been able to justify paying the prices that they're asking at the moment. And obviously with being in self-isolation, I haven't been able to get out really to, having said that, I don't really have any independent bookstores in my area. So I didn't really purchase anything this month, but I do have one book to show you because I took a book off my mother's bookshelf to put onto my own TBR until I get to read it. And that is A Keeper by Graham Norton. So Graham Norton is, yes, the Graham Norton who has the Graham Norton Show. He's a talk show host in the UK. I believe he's Scottish. Is he Scottish or Irish? Born in Dublin. So there you go. These are fiction books that he's written, but I believe he's written them himself. It's not that whole thing where like a celebrity, it's like by a celebrity, but it's been ghostwritten. I'm pretty sure he's written these himself. And I've actually heard pretty good reviews of his books. I think the main one I've heard really good things about is his other one. Yeah, Holding. I think that's the main one. But this is one that I had actually purchased for my mum like a couple of Mother's Days ago, I think it was, or for a birthday or something. And she read this recently and quite enjoyed it. And I'd always planned to take this off of her shelves and put it onto my own once she had read it. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what this is about. Returns to Ireland after her mother's death, intent only on wrapping up that dismal part of her life. 40 years earlier. Oh, okay, so it's like a dual timeline maybe about her and her mother. I'm not really sure. I say I've just heard good things about his fiction, and I am very interested to see what I think of them. And that's it. This is probably one of the smallest book hauls I've ever had. I had 1 actual physical book to show you and 4 ebooks, and that's it. Like I said, hopefully my library will be reopening sometime in May, and I have like a whole, like, I don't know about you guys, but I have a whole list on my phone. Because my library's closed, they've like shut down there, like you can't place anything on hold or anything at the moment. So as soon as that's back up and running, I've got a list in my phone of like 8 books that I like have been waiting to place on hold, like as soon as they're back up and running. And I actually think I had 1 or 2 holds that came in that are sitting at the library waiting, but obviously then the library closed and I never got to pick them up. So I should hopefully, if they open this month, have library books at the very least to show you. So that's it. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I talked about, or if you guys want to talk about what you guys have been purchasing recently. I know that a lot of people have almost been getting more books because they've been doing a lot of online shopping, but I think because a lot of the book places are more international based, and the shipping and everything is just crazy at the moment. I just haven't been able to find too much online that's like a price that I'm willing to pay. So let me know how this has affected your book buying habits. I would love to know. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. That is all I have for this video today. Bye guys.